Hey, let's keep it a buck. Caitlin Clark did not want that smoke. Run the play.
We're calling the plays, all right?
You got to listen and you got to execute.
I already feel good about me. I'm good.
Just call it.
What's going on, folks? This is Coach Marcus Pro Fan Talk, and just got finished watching the Indiana-Chicago game. Indiana put belt to ass to Chicago. Tyler Marsh has some issues going on right now. He got to figure out his lineup. You got to figure out the proper way to use Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso together on the court at the same time. I did like that Angel Reese was taking some mid-range and a couple of threes. I don't particularly care to see her back at the three-point line, but if she can get a decent mid-range shot, that is just going to make her even deadlier. She already got rebounds on lock. She had another double-double. I think she ended up with 15 points and like 17 rebounds. And of course, already I'm seeing people in the comment sections and in creating content, they calling her me bounds, where she misses her own shot and she gets her own rebound. And I'm like, listen, she is not the only woman on that court. And when she misses a shot, there are other people who are trying to get her rebounds and they can't do it. So those are her rebounds. Whether she missed her own shot or not, to me, is irrelevant. If somebody else needs to get that rebound, they need to get that rebound because they can't stop her. So stop BSing with that. If you're going to be mad about it, you'll be mad by yourself because can't nobody stop her. And as of right now, she is arguably the best rebounder in the league right now. I know it's early. A lot of stuff can happen, but I ain't seen nobody else stop her. And guess what? If y'all don't want her to get the me bounds, then tell the people on the other team to get their shit together. Tell Aaliyah Boston get up there and get that rebound. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to hate on her for that. Them rebounds, it goes in the stats as her rebounds. Point, period, in the paragraph. If you don't like it, stop it. So, but they got some issues. I don't know why Rachel Banham was playing so much. I would have rather seen Haley Van Lith playing a little bit more than that. Haley Van Lith came in with mop-up duty, and I was like, y'all better let these young players play. Y'all saw what happened with Sonia Citron. You better get her out there. And that's a situation where they got to play her. And she proved that she can play. That's the only way you gonna do it. Tyler Marsh, you got to let these young players play. I don't know if Rachel Banham is better than Haley Van Lith, but Haley Van Lith couldn't have did much worse. So you get Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso and Ariel Atkins, and you don't use Cardoso, right? So you got some things to figure out. But on the Indiana side, great game. Natasha Howard is paying dividends immediately. I expected her to be a veteran presence on the floor and just be a good defender. She's making buckets. And she is another target that Caitlin Clark can pass the ball to and can make some stuff happen. Not afraid to go up and get the physical rebounds and stuff like that. Natasha Howard is paying dividends right up front. Caitlin Clark did her thing, triple-double. But let's keep it real. Everybody was looking at that fight between her and Angel Reese. And let me correct myself. That wasn't a fight. That wasn't a fight. It was a hard foul by Caitlin Clark. It was a purposeful foul. She wasn't trying to cheap shot or nothing like that, but it did look like she got a little extra English on it. And Angel reacted the way she would react when you get your head kicked in and you think somebody, fouled you purposefully. So I ain't necessarily mad at that. I always find it funny. As much as I love Caitlin Clark, she is the funniest person when she don't get her way and she throw her arms up in the air. Like, take your punishment. You committed the foul. You may not have intended to put a little extra on it, but that's what the optics were, and that's what it looks like. And I thought they got the call right. She should have got. I don't necessarily agree with the flagrant, but I understand, and I wouldn't have too much rebuttal about it. So it is what it is. Sometimes you get the bear. Sometimes the bear gets you. This is one of your times. You didn't get away with it. So it is what it is. Stop throwing your hands in the air like you was innocent. And, sometimes you get bad calls. Sometimes you don't. But in this time, you got. It is what it is. But Angel Reese, that was a frustration reaction, in my opinion. That's what happens when you get your head kicked in. I see that in football a lot when a team is losing and a receiver think they finally get a pass interference call. And then they, get in the DB's face and don't put your hands on me and all of that type of stuff. That's what happens during the flow of the game. Do I think it was malicious on Caitlin Clark's part? Not really. If you want to keep it real, Angel Reese jumping up like she gonna do something with Caitlin Clark. You know good damn well Caitlin Clark didn't want that smoke, Angel. Stop playing. You know good daggone well she ain't want that smoke. However, when Alyssa Thomas slammed you on your neck last year, you didn't have that same energy. So why are you doing it to somebody that you know don't roll like that? So come on now, you got to be a little bit better than that. But I ain't mad at you. That's the way the game goes sometimes. And I give you props because at the press conference, when somebody asked you about it, you had the perfect answer.
You interpreted what happened.
Basketball play, refs got it right. Move on.
Refs got it right. Basketball play, move on. That was the perfect answer. Don't dwell on it. Now, if you want a little get back the next time y'all play and Indiana's in Chicago and you want to put a little extra juice on your fouls and stuff like that, that's in the game. That's on the court. That's about business. It is fair game. As long as you ain't throwing elbows and haymakers and stuff like that, as long as you don't do to her like what Alyssa Thomas did to you, to me, that's fair game. Because what Alyssa Thomas did to you and slammed you on your neck, she should have been ejected because that wasn't part of the game and it wasn't necessary. But if you want to get a little get back on her when y'all on the court going for rebounds, hey, let her know who the rebound queen is. I ain't got no problem with that. And I'm saying that as a Caitlin Clark fan. Keep it business, keep it on the court, and I ain't got no problem with it. You handled it perfectly, but y'all got other things to worry about than fighting Caitlin Clark. Let's be real. Y'all got other problems. So Tyler Marsh got some issues, and guess what? If you got issues, it's you. Now, looking at the stats, I know his X's and O's might not be the best, but at the end of the day, y'all can't miss that many shots in the paint. Can't do that. So Tyler Marsh ain't setting no picks. Tyler Marsh ain't shooting no jumpers. And Tyler Marsh ain't bringing down no rebounds. So it's up to the women on the court to make things happen. Got a lot of basketball to play. I'm sure there's going to be some changes from Chicago coming. But again, great game by Indiana. Great game by Caitlin Clark. Great game by Angel Reese. And again, Angel Reese, you handled things perfectly in the press conference. Bravo to you.